Okay, this is a new lesson in math, a new concept, but we are using what we have learned in previous lessons to help us with this one. So the associative property of multiplication. First, if you see parentheses as part of an equation, it means you solve that part first. So if you get 5 times 2 times 1, looks like a big problem. But you see that there are parentheses, so you're going to solve that part first to kind of break this equation down a little bit. So 5 times 2 is 10, and then you bring this down times 1 because you haven't solved this part yet. So remember, when you do this, you're solving the entire problem, not just the parentheses. You're only starting with the parentheses. So 10 times 1, we know, is 10. Now over here it says when you have more than one factor in a multiplication problem, it does not matter which factors are inside the parentheses. The answer will always be the same. So we're going to check that out and see if that's true. You have 5 times 2 times 1. Again, you start with the parentheses. So we know 5 times 2 is 10. Bring it down here, 10. And you still have to solve times 1, which is 10. Now these are the same three numbers, but the parentheses are around two different numbers. This time it's around 2 times 1. So what part of this problem are you going to solve first? The parentheses, because that is the rule for associative property. So you solve this first, even though it's technically looks like it's second in the problem, the parentheses always make it first. So 2 times 1 is 2. And then you multiply that by 5, which is 10. See, same answer, just different way to solve it. So let's look down here. This is your homework for today. It says, now you try it. Place parentheses around part of the problem and solve. Then do it again, putting the parentheses in a different place. Do you get the same answer? Let's do 2 times 4 times 3. We're going to start here by writing parentheses, 2 times 4. Actually, hold on. Let's do it this way. Put the parentheses around 2 and 4, okay? Put the parentheses around 2 times 4. Now, what do you do first? You solve the parentheses. So what's 2 times 4? 8 times 3. Now what's 8 times 3? 24. Your answer will go here. We'll do this over here now. We're not going to do 2 and 4 because we just did that here. You're going to group another set of numbers. So we'll do 4 times 3, and it's in parentheses, so you're going to solve that first. 4 times 3 is 12. I'm just going to keep the parentheses. Times 2. And what's 2 times 12? 24. We'll do one more together. 3 times 3 times 5. Start with 3 times 3, which is 9, times 5 is 45. Now let's look at 3 times 3 times 5. Again, you're going to move the parentheses to group 3 times 5. Ooh. 3 times 5 is 15 times 3. So this is big. We haven't done 15s yet, but if you use what you know about multiplication facts and skip counting by 3, you're going to get 45. Okay? Again, ask me any questions if you have them.